Hi guys, my name's Tal, and it's time to go into the maze.
Previously on Into the Maze.
And so things are looking pretty good here, guys. From the last episode, we have Lotheb on the board. We decided to play Dr. Boom. We could have turned our little puppy into a taunt with a buff, but we felt like we didn't have to worry too much about what the mage might do to us. But it was a mistake. It was a mistake. He had 2 fireballs in his hand. He gives us the well played, which he may as well have said, well done, you idiot, and throws 2 fireballs at our face. We catch fire and we lose painfully. So I guess the lesson learned there was that we went too hard too early. And in the next match, we were having a little think about what we were going to do. We had our hounds out, unleashed the hounds, and we ran out of time. We ran out of time, guys. A noob mistake. Learn from my mistakes. That's why you're here. And fortunately for us, later on in the game, we were able to play Animal Companion, get the buff, and get lethal. So fortunately for us, that little error didn't cost us the game, so 1 loss and 1 win. Victory! Hi guys, this is episode 3 of our series where we're trying to conquer the unconquerable. We're trying to get to legend rank? Well, that was the idea when we started. We wanted to see if we could get to legend, and unfortunately it's hard. It's real hard, especially when you've only played Hearthstone for 2 weeks. But we did get to rank 10 in the first season, and we were only playing for a couple of weeks, so I thought this time I'd record it, and here we are again. So this time around we've got a few dailies. Haven't been playing. I've been trying to get the bloody audio right for the series. It's been giving me all sorts of grief. Remember, I'm a noob at this, but we've got it worked out, and now I'm getting it sorted and we're getting to play. So we're 18 and no stars, so we are on our way. It's been slow progress, but we're on our way. So that puts us in the top 50% in ranked play this season, which is far from where we want to be. But we started at rank 19 and we're on our way in the right direction. As you can see there from the levels, I am legitimately a beginner. I am new to the game. Basically went through and completed as many of the achievements as I could to get free gold, to try and get free decks, so that I could put together as much of a deck as I possibly could. And we settled on the Hunter's deck, as I said last episode, because it seemed to be a great learning deck, and I obviously have great fun with it, so I'm not meant to be offending any of you crazy hunters out there, but this deck seemed to be the easiest that I'd be able to grasp. So we're playing the Hunter, and sorry for all you guys that have been watching since episode 1 for going over that again, but here we go into a game. And this is why we're here. So so it looks like we're up against a rogue. Nowa priest. And since we've been using our new add-on, we haven't played a priest, so our record's perfect. So we're going to keep Knife Juggler, Eaglehorn Bow. I'm always tempted to keep Piloted Shredder, but we haven't got the Web Spinner, so I like to roll for that. So we haven't got a bad starting hand. When I've got a mad scientist in my hand, I like to coin into it rather than just pass on round 1, but I'm not going to coin into a Knife Juggler and leave him open to be taken off the board. So here I don't have an option. at all, other than to either coin into steady shot, which is a waste, so I just have to end turn. But I'm sure you guys remember how we went against that Dragon Priest a couple of episodes ago. Just smashed us. We had no chance at all, so hopefully we do a little bit better this game, guys. So we've got another kill command here. So we could coin into a kill command, which is only going to do 3 damage. We could coin into Eaglehorn Bow, or we could coin into Animal Companion. And so we do have a few options here. And I've decided to go for the Animal Companion because it could have given us the 4/4 taunt, or it could have given us 4/2 Huffer with a charge, which would have allowed us to remove his taunt. So unless we got the buff, we probably would have come out with a pretty good outcome. But he's run with a buff and a heal, and removed my taunt. So he's off to a great start. So once again, that 4 health is really tricky for us in the early game. Our kill command will only do 3 damage. Our Eaglehorn Bow will only do 3 damage. But we could play the bow in preparation for Freezing Trap in turn 4. We also have 2 Eaglehorn Bows in our hand. And those taunts and dragons. Absolutely awesome. Awesome deck to see the strength of those taunts. And we've got both freezing traps in our hand here, so we're really in a pretty unfortunate situation with our cards. What we could do here is we could play Kill Command and use Eaglehorn Bow to take out the larger taunt, or we could simply use the Eaglehorn Bow to take out the small one. Play a freezing trap and steady shot. And when you've got the secret down on the board, you can play Knife Juggler because he's got that coverage, which will allow us on turn 5 to try and take advantage of him. So it's between Knife Juggler and Steady Shot, and with that secret down, Knife Juggler seems to be a fairly safe bet. Of course, he could play a spell and remove Knife Juggler that way. That's just the chance that we're going to take. And unfortunately for us, that's exactly what happened, and our Knife Juggler was removed. Our Freezing Trap's played its part. And we know that Mad Scientist isn't going to help us because we've seen both Freezing Traps dealt to our hand. And here at turn 5, once again we've got a minion that's got 4 health, and they are so hard to work around. So Eaglehorn Bow again is a good option, possibly playing it with the Freezing Trap again. What we could do is we could use one of our... It seems to be the best move. Or we can either play the Mad Scientist or the Freezing Trap, of course. If we play the Mad Scientist, it's simply for his 2-2, because he will not trigger a Freezing Trap. So we're just looking to play a minion, and he'll be capable of doing the 2 damage to take out the his minion on the next turn. And of course, remember our opponent has no knowledge that the Mad Scientist won't be able to do trigger a secret, and of course he silenced him, which has helped our cause. But of course, we're down to 12 health now, guys, and he's been able to get us down to 12 health very easily by playing high health taunts. And yeah, those dragons, they've just been awesome for him, and I haven't been able to find a way around them. So once again, I could play a kill command to take out his Acolyte of Pain, or better still, his dragon. But the Houndmaster without a beast to taunt, certainly try and deal with his with 2 of his 3 minions now. I chose not to use the Eaglehorn Bow because I'm really looking for one of his minions to trigger the secret so that we can get an extra durability on the weapon. But this late in the game, it's certainly going to be very difficult to come back. Particularly against a priest. And I might have got that extra durability on the bow, but I've certainly made a mistake in not taking out that Acolyte of Pain when I had the opportunity. And once again, we were at the crossroads, we had to make a decision. It was very difficult, and as a result now we've had to use the Eaglehorn Bow as well as the Steady Shot, kill command. And here we can play, once again, we can play Houndmaster without a beast to taunt. We only have 7 health. We'll play the Steady Shot and hope that we do draw a beast that we can use Houndmaster to turn into a taunt, because we're certainly going to need that protection. And another dragon with a health buff. And my hat goes off to Tatsuya, who has played this priest very well. We can use the Ironbeak Owl to silence the dragon, which will take him down to 4/4 again. Bearing in mind he is lethal whether I do that or not. Of course, the Ironbeak Owl is a beast, which means that we can use the Houndmaster to apply the taunt and buff, which might just buy us an extra round. And of course the last choice here is whether I wish to take out the Ironbeak Owl with the bow, or whether I go face. And I've opted to go face here. When the reason why was because I was down to 5 health, and any attack is obviously going to reduce that 5 health further. But as we can see here, it's game over anyway. We've been beaten soundly in that game by the Dragon Priest. And we're back down to level 19, so our climb to legend seems like a million steps away. And the only way to put a loss behind us is to try and come up with a win, guys. So we're going to plough straight into another ranked play. Stick with us, learn from my mistakes, because we're going to get better. And as I get better, I hope that you will too. If you're already better, which you may well be, look out because I'm coming.
Rexa versus Gul'dan.
So here we go, we've got Mad Scientist, Quick Shot and Lotheb. We're obviously going to get rid of Lotheb. We could get rid of Quick Shot. We're starting, so we're really looking for Web Spinner. Haunted Creeper and Houndmaster, it's okay. It's not horrible. We're up against a Warlock here. Now we do have a good record against Warlocks, despite
Job's done.
a Hearthstone deck tracker telling us that we have not played a Warlock before. But of course, saying something like, we've got a good record against Warlocks is almost a surefire method to defeat. So let's hope I didn't just curse us. Alright. Alright guys, I'm caffeinated. Animal Companion, we love on round 3. And we've got Misha. He's coining into Twilight Drake. We've got more dragons here. 6 health, that's not what we really wanted. So here we've got the ability to play Knife Juggler and Haunted Creeper. Or of course we could play Houndmaster and further buff Misha, which is going to allow us to take out his Drake. We've still got a 6-2 taunt, and we've got a 4-3 on the board. And obviously we've got that cover with the secret in play. He's decided to life tap. He's silenced our taunt. So that's brought it back down to 4-2 and obviously removed the taunt, so not a bad play by him. And of course we could play the Knife Juggler Unleash the Hounds combo, but with only one minion facing us, it's not going to do the same thing. Or we could play Knife Juggler with Haunted Creeper and waste a mana. So I decided to go face here with Misha. I decided the best way here was Knife Juggler with the Haunted Creeper. And that's what we like, knife action. Knife Juggler cleans up. We've still got the secret in play. We have got some minions on the board, so we're looking good. We've got him down to 20. Ooh, anti-Killbot. Oh, that generally means that we're playing against a Reno Warlock. So we will expect to see that little bastard, Reno Jackson. Okay, so we've got a few options here, of course, with the Knife Juggler on the board. He's steady shot to take out his minion. And we're going to do some decent face damage here. And now that I'm aware that it's probably a Reno Warlock, I'm going to leave those minions. We've got the secret in play, and of course we've got Dr. Boom next round. So there he is, Reno Jackson. Fuck you, Reno. Warlock, he played it a little early, but of course we were getting close to lethal. He doesn't know what we've got in our hand, but with Knife Juggler here, the obvious one is to play Dr. Boom, because we're going to get some Knife Juggler action. I won't make the sound yet. We've got 7, 11, 12, 14 damage. But what I'm concerned about, of course, is we've got to get rid of Reno Jackson. There it is, Knife Juggler. All three going straight face. Straight for face.
Quickly.
So 7, 11, 12 damage. There we go, we want those knives. And that is the second time this has happened in the last couple of days, guys. What a mistake. What a mistake. We had Houndmaster and we had one of those little... Well, we had Knife Juggler. We could have taken out his Reno Jackson. But we ran out of time. We didn't make our move soon enough. And now he's played Reno Jackson into the secret. And Reno Jackson's back in the deck. So that is a move that we've talked about before. Make sure you make your decision and play it early. Don't wait till the last minute. That's the second time this has happened to us. And it couldn't have happened in a worse possible way. Reno Jackson has triggered the secret and he's back in the Warlock's hand. He's going to get to play that Reno Jackson again. So despite the fact that we're in a good position, he's played Big Game Hunter and taken out Dr. Boom. We've got some bombs to play. But we've missed out on Dr. Boom's damage. We've got rid of that Big Game Hunter. We've still got some minions on the board. But as I said, guys, missing out on a couple of attacks, failing to get rid of Reno Jackson has cost us the game. We've still got a few cards to play, but it's going to be a pretty amazing win if we can crawl our way back from that mistake. So here we know that the spiders that come out of the Haunted Creeper are not considered beasts. So we're just playing Houndmaster here to try and get some more attack power on the board. We've used our steady shot, and once again, I know Reno Jackson's available. There he is. Reno motherfucking Jackson. There we go. So we got our Eagle Horn bow. So we've got 8, 12, 14 damage potential. Hunter's Mark would be nice now, guys. Get rid of that Molten Giant. Of course, we've got the option to play Unleash the Hounds, get the knives going. Throwing them like a ninja. Okay, so we've got Reno Jackson down to 4-4. Okay, it's the last time we'll see him. Now we can play our Freeze Trap, which is going to stop him from doing anything with that Molten Giant. Now we can do some face damage. Is it possible at all to come back from this far back? He's played Reno Jackson twice, guys. Well played, sir. He's broken the weapon. The Eagle Horn bow is gone, but bye-bye Molten Giant. I was looking for that Eagle Horn bow to get an extra durability, so he's played very well there. With the slime to break the weapon, and he's played Dr. Boom, which is going to make it very tricky for us. 17 health, so we can play another Knife Juggler. We can silence one of the bombs. Get another knife. Down to 16. So we're going to try and race him And we got him down to 4. So I'm going to force him to deal with the minions that I have on the board. Of course, we still have 2 kill commands in the deck. So that would give us lethal if we could draw a kill command. Eaglehorn Bow would also give us lethal. Displayed Demon Wrath well. Now we see Molten Giant and Loatheb. It's really going to come down to... Okay, so not a very lucky draw for us, guys. Steady shot. We get him down to 2, but of course he's lethal. Well, we've done extremely well considering he got the opportunity to play Reno Jackson twice. So, lessons learned from this display of stupidity, my friends, is be aware of your traps and be aware of the time that you've got available so that you have plenty of time to make your play instead of what I did. So guys, 19 and 1 star is tragic, but we will fight until we do better. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like watching this sort of torture, if you like watching this sort of crap play, then you are a sick individual. However, what I can promise is that we will get better. We made rank 10 last season in 2 weeks, with 2 weeks of experience, my friends, so this will be the end of the shit play and the start of a winning streak. So please like and subscribe. We will get better. As I learn, you will learn too. As always, feel free to leave comments, and I expect I will get some from this display. Until episode 4, thanks again, guys. This is Tal out.